People that change up, it's gonna happen all the time, man. They're gonna switch up. They're gonna switch up on you, man. It happens so quick, all the time, man. It's Polo motivation, bro. Like, money makes people change up really quick. Uh, Materialistic things make people change up really quick. Fame or popularity gain, uh, makes people change up. Uh, you not wanting to go in the same direction as that other individual makes you change up, makes other people change up. You wanting to be positive instead of negative and destructive makes people change up. You wanting to stay focused makes people change up. It's a lot of things out there that that make people change up on you. And it's a reality. It's a reality. Like, you got to look at it from this standpoint. Uh, when y'all are going in opposite directions, it's because maybe you live in a certain way. So it's expected. It's expected to react differently, or not feel the same way as they once did. It's not anymore. So easy. It's so easy to read. It's not even funny. Um, Me, I really don't mind it because what that lets me know about you is that you never stood 10 toes down from the get. Like, the biggest thing that I know more than anything is, like, when something is not growing like how they want it to grow, or, like, let's say you have a business and they want to, in the beginning, man, you got all these plans, you have all these ideas, you have all the you brainstorming with them. You put your heads together in terms of what your plans are for the future and everything. And then, next thing you know, because, like, usually when small businesses first start out, when a business first starts out, it's a little rough in the beginning, especially if y'all don't have any experience going into that thing. Well, usually you find a lot of people that jump ship in that situation. Uh, they don't want to have really much to do to you no more. Do with you no more. The conversation is vague. Uh, they they're real standoffish. You know, they don't really have had much to say. But in the beginning, they were they was chopping it up with you. They had a lot of stuff to say to you. They were coming around more often and everything. But then, they get distance. But you have to expect that. That's what's gonna happen, man. You have to expect that, and you can't do anything about it. I mean, you could ask if you really like cared and really wanted them as a friend, or cared about having people around you and stuff like that. Then, of course, you'll ask those people, okay, hey, well, what happened? We used to be a team. you know, why'd you change up or something like that. And in some instances, it might make you look like, a weak person, but really it's not. It's showing that you have care, you concerned because you don't know in your mind what you've done to offend that person. You might have thought that everything was y'all pretty much were on the same page, but that person feels differently. And some people just don't want to know, like especially in this society right now that we live in, right? Like you being overly concerned, some people find that to be real weak. So it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna check on that person, or I'm not gonna holler at that person. I'm not gonna see what's up with that person or anything because he might think that I'm weak or something like that. Nah, that's not you being weak. Because you never know your words, because your words have power, man, and your words stick. Your words stick to that person. Or I mean, it could have been anything. What you thought might have been not harmless might have been harmless to that person. What your actions that you think that is no big deal, it might have been the biggest deal to that person. So sometimes in that instance, yeah, it's good to ask. But if you know that you haven't done anything wrong, and you confident, you for sure you haven't done anything wrong, you've done everything that you can to hold that person down or hold those people down and everything, and they not coming around, there's absolutely nothing that you could do. And you have to expect that. I expect people not to come around. I expect people, to change up. I expect people to jump ship when things ain't going good. It could even be like, where people will try to get you in a situation to let you have it out, like, confrontation wise with the person or something like that, and they picking and choosing sides, and they go on that other person's side, and the next thing you know, you lose a whole flock of people or whatever, and it happens like that sometimes. But true character is built through people that can withstand something like that, and not very many people can do that. We live, like I told you, we live in a society where people are so sensitive nowadays that they need people around them. They need a whole bunch of people around them in order to feel strong, and people are gonna switch up on you all the time. That's just a reality. Your partner, your spouse, or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, they might switch up on you. Shoot, you got to do what's best for you. If they switching up on you and you haven't done anything wrong, man, you might want to go ahead and you want to tighten that up and do what you can to put it out on the table. And if you find that it's not working anymore, you just gonna go ahead. You're gonna have to go ahead and bounce. It's that simple. For some people, it's not that simple. For some people, it's not that simple. I tell you this, like the more you're prepared for people switching up, the less the less hurt you're gonna feel when it happens. So if when them people walk away, or that uh that person walks away, then you could be like, well, I should have already known that they were gonna do that. And that might sound kind of harsh, but it's a reality. You can actually read. some people can automatically tell if they fully invested in something that you're doing or not. You know, it's even in this like social media, world, that we live in, that some people live in. Because I mean, I don't live in this social media world. You know what I'm saying? I I love doing what I do because I like to get the content out to people that really need to hear it, and uh, I do it for the love, like I said. But you have some people that base their lives on this thing, and they'll change up on you in a heartbeat too. They'll change up on in a heartbeat too, and you can't take offense to that. You can't. You absolutely can't. You might be like, "Oh well, man, I thought we was cool, man. Don't fall in love with no internet stuff, cause that this, I mean, this internet stuff is not. It's a fantasy world for some people, you know. But for some people, they take it serious. For some people, they try to be or portray something that they're really not, you know. And then you have the ones that they'll stick by you in the beginning. I'm not talking about social media, but I'm talking about just in real life. They'll stick by you in the beginning, but because you didn't do something how they wanted you to do, well, guess what? They're nowhere to be found, and they slowly drift off at times. They slowly drift off at times. That doesn't take a long time for something like that to happen. Sometimes that happens gradually over time. You start noticing where y'all used to talk, like let's say if it was a female or whatnot, y'all went from talking every single day for hours at a time on the phone, and then all of a sudden she probably meets somebody else that sparks her interest just a little bit better than you, conversates a little bit better than you. She has a little bit more fun with that person, but you felt like you did everything right. But she's like real nonchalant. She won't tell you what's going on, and then next thing you know, she drifts off, and then she'll finally admit, well, I met somebody else or something like that. And if you're strong enough, you should have been like, man, you pretty much wasted my time. You should have told me this a long time ago and made it easier for both of us. And see that's how I have to be with any situation. Any situation that's going on, man, you just be like, look, don't waste my time. Just keep it a buck with me. If you fully invested in what I'm doing, if you're gonna be around what I'm doing, well, hey, you can stay. If not, you could bounce too. I'm cool with it. And if you have that attitude, 9 times out of 10, the people that actually leave, they'll respect you more. They may not come back, but they'll respect you. You know, um, you know, I don't look at people changing up or switching up as anything different than somebody who receives a lot of cash. Let's say, there's a person that was like broke. He didn't have any money in the beginning. This girl, a guy, man, they was no, they was broke. They was at a rock and a hard place. Then all of a sudden, they were humble too when they were broke. They were humble. They were nice. They were cool. Yeah, I know TJ. I don't know what YouTube is doing, man, but salute to you, man. And we're gonna touch on you're gonna like the next one. You're gonna like the next one. I'll put it to you like that. But everybody go salute to or subscribe to my boy TJ Boxing and Sports, LDBC brother, man, all day. They get a lump sum of money. Then all of a sudden they change up. Then all of a sudden, they start acting different. Then all of a sudden they don't even know you no more. But you held them down and you knew them when y'all were in the struggle, you know. What's up with it, Sterling? I see you in the building. The people are gonna change up on you regardless. So you should have expected that. That happens all the time. It happens in the entertainment world and it happens in real life. I mean, well, it happens, outside of the entertainment world. It happens. And there's nothing that you can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. Even when it comes to like your parents. When it comes to your parents, when it comes to, your aunts, your uncles, your friends, people are gonna switch up. I mean, that's happened to me plenty of times. Like you know, you might have had a cousin that you were real, real cool with or something. And then next thing you know, that cousin has different experiences in life. They go around the world and everything. And then next thing you know, they come back to you. They come back around the family and everything, and they change up. But then sometimes you have to bring them back down to reality and let them know, hey, look, I knew you before all this stuff. And then sometimes that'll really make them think. Some of them will be stubborn and be like, nah, man, I'm like this, I'm like this. But others will be like, you know what, you're right, and you get respect for doing that. So don't worry about people changing up on you. If look, you're doing me a favor by you not being around or switching up or changing up on me because it's like, okay, well, I wasn't surprised by that. I knew you was gonna go. I knew you was gonna go. I knew y'all didn't want to be around. You only wanted you were around me because you wanted something. Yeah, I'm finna. Well, nah, I'm not. I'm not dropping the link right now, Stanley. I'm gonna be going live in a little bit, man. You know, I go live in a little bit, man. It's gonna be a topic that you'll like, but because I'm finna go in and I gotta do. My like I said, man, family comes first around here. But like I said, man, don't let people don't let people get you down because they walk away or they change up or they don't want to be around no more. It happens like that. Okay, so y'all don't want to miss the next one, man. I got it coming up. We've already talked about this situation before, and if you got the notification about the next live, then I think y'all know what it is. But we're gonna go live on that topic. I'll be with y'all. You can hop on the panel and everything. Make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe. Also hit the notifications too, so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos. Until then, it's Polo Sports Talking ENT, man. I'm gonna get at y'all in a little bit, okay?